Call of Duty Ghosts. I could not have cared less for this game before it came out. Oh my gosh. The fish move. The fish move! Did you hear that, guys? The fish move! The fish move! Oh my gosh! Joking aside, it just seemed like another Call of Duty game, and I'm actually anti-Call of Duty. I know the fans of the games just had their head explode, but let me justify myself before you leave your hate mail. I don't want Call of Duty not because of the gameplay or the story, or anything like that. I don't want it because it's the same game every year, and this scares me a lot. What if amazing developers like Rockstar or Bethesda, Platinum, or Nintendo fall into this habit? Then the market would be oversaturated with the same games. Heck, it practically already is with the mind-numbing, boredom-inducing alignment of gray-brown shooters that may have made it seem like I hate Call of Duty Ghosts, and that's a yes and a no. You'll understand what I mean once I get into the review. Before I start, all the footage is from the Xbox One version. Most of my gameplay hours were sunk into the PS4 version, but I don't have an HDMI pass-through. Now, without further ado, the story. God help me. Story. The story is that South America, or the Federation, yes, really creative name, guys, maybe the next game will be called The Bad Guys, are taking over the USA. You are part of the Ghost, a super secret stealth team that loves to run into heavily armed military bases, guns blazing. Makes sense to me. You must take down the Federation and claim America back from America. Yeah, I've heard more complex plots from an episode of SpongeBob, but who really cares? All we care about is running in with extra stealthy stealth skills and murder everyone with really big, loud bombs and guns that a deaf man could probably hear 20 miles away. Like I said earlier, experts in the realm of stealth. If I'm making a lot of jokes, it's because I don't have much to say. I don't have much to say because I never finished the campaign. I'm sorry, guys, but it got so bland and so dull. I gave up at the swimming level. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to turn it off, run screaming to Skyrim. It was so linear. I felt myself getting dumber as I played. The story was utter garbage. Yeah, there are a few good missions like the Bad Guys Day, or Federation Day as it is more commonly referred to. Those are few and far between. Most of the time it's just bland linear corridors filled with bad people you must use your magic tactic of stealth, of loud guns and grenades on. I know everybody buys these games for the multiplayer, but at least put a little bit of effort into the campaign. Please? Oh, you're just going to work on some day one DLC. Graphics and sound. The graphics are a mixed bag for me. On one hand, they look gorgeous, but on the other hand, they're mostly used for dull gray-brown corridors. So when you do get to go outside, they look amazing, especially on the PS4. But that doesn't really matter when most of the time you're in dull hallways. So, meh graphics. Now on to the sound. I'll start with the voice acting. The voice acting is, well, it's not that good. Actually, it's atrocious. So, over every loading screen in the campaign, this one guy explains the story. Look up a clip of him on YouTube. Listen to him. That's about the extent of voice acting in this game. There is little to no music in the game. If there is music, I didn't listen to it or didn't hear it. All the gun sound effects sound pretty good and reasonable. So overall, the sound is decent. Gameplay. I'll start with the campaign. You shoot when they tell you to. You shoot who they want you to. And there are small bits where you do something original. The campaign is terrible. It's a gray-brown target practice through linear corridors. Stealth masters, like I said previously. Look, I wasn't expecting a stealth game like Metal Gear Solid, but when they advertise it as a main selling point, I don't get why there is none. Same with the dog. He was used as a main selling point. With him, you get to stealth a bit, but you only use him twice. So the main two selling points of the game are only used twice. Nice, Activision. Maybe the next game we can only see it in cutscenes. It just irks me that these guys can get away with the false advertising like that. I mean, there's false advertising, and then there's that. Ugh. Anyway, now the multiplayer, what everyone buys the game for. The multiplayer is actually insanely enjoyable. I don't like all the modes, but the ones I do like are very enjoyable to play. My favorite was Gun Game, where every time you murder someone, you get a gun upgrade. I also like free-for-all and team deathmatch. There are two massive flaws with the multiplayer. One is campers and trolls. You don't run into them too often, but it'd be nice to fix. No big deal, really. And then the other is it's exactly the same as Black Ops 2. Like, exactly the same. It's getting bland, Activision. We are sick and tired of Call of Duty. It's the same game every year. Eventually, the fans will realize this and stop buying it. I think Call of Duty Ghost was Call of Duty's last chance. I think one franchise will end Call of Duty. You want to know what that is? Titanfall. Overall, Call of Duty Ghost has a horrible story, dull graphics, but look good in some parts, mess sound, amazing multiplayer, and its worst offender, it's the same game as last year with very few changes. That's why I give Call of Duty Ghost a 4 out of 10. Its only saving grace is the multiplayer, which is insanely fun. But I think Titanfall will forever kill Call of Duty. You had your shot, Ghost, but your time is up. This has been Bryce from Triforce Gaming Pros, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, people of the internet. This part is not scripted, as you can clearly tell. Nick will be uploading. Nick, the guy from this channel that uploads way less frequently than me. Him? Yeah, him. He'll be uploading his own review of Ghost. That's going to be similar to his the worst death game ever. It's going to be similar to that, and you have to post in the comments of either video which made the best points. And you have to give specific examples. If you just say, he doesn't like Call of Duty Ghost, that's stupid, that won't count. You have to say, well, he made this point, which makes it better. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.